episode 11. We are officially back again.
Okay, we say officially back and back again, but we
Numerous times.
We keep taking these long breaks. But I promise we're trying.
Life happens, you know.
Life does happen. We're a little busy, making some money.
Trying to,
which is
yeah.
nice.
You're
But
making some bread. I know that.
Yeah, this is true. But so last episode I said June was gonna be the best month, and I didn't miss.
Has it lived
Oh
up to
yes,
it? Okay.
June was fire.
And why is that?
I mean, it's like the 6th month. You're literally at the halfway point, like actually this time instead of last time. But
true.
We're at the halfway point, and so June was fire. Like,
how was the beach?
it was pretty fun. Like, it was like the first time that like I had gone out of town like straight up on my own.
Yeah, you had a couple of adventures that you would have to call me and talk about. It was
It was pretty fun. So like,
did you get in the water at all? Of course you did. I mean, that's your go-to thing.
yeah, of course I did. It was really seaweedy. So like I had a bunch of seaweed in my underwear, and like it wasn't fun. But like the water felt good. Being at the beach was fun. But yeah, I mean, being in Alabama and like an Orange Beach, like I realized that like I really am the only sober person within like 30 miles.
In Alabama, there wasn't that many people that were just straight up sober on the beach. It was just
everyone was fucked up.
Just wasted.
Yes, except for me.
Drinking your water.
Yep, I had my water.
Speaking of some water.
Okay.
Deer Park water is absolutely
awful.
Disgusting.
It's awful.
I don't know why and how anyone can think that's just something they need to buy.
This is going to be the hottest of takes. Like, people are going to flame us
for sure.
But if you don't drink Dasani, you're wrong.
Like, if I walk into a household and I see anything besides Dasani water,
you just deny.
I'm very disappointed. And it's not even the bias. I mean,
I'll drink it, but like, water is water, but like Dasani's the best water.
Okay, another thing about water. Can you drink from the tab of like a faucet? Like, so at your house, you know how you have like a kitchen faucet? I would prefer drinking out of the refrigerator water much more than the tab.
I mean, I'll do whatever. I just have to have my water freezing cold. Like, I can't drink like lukewarm water.
Supposedly you can digest better or something if you have room temperature water.
What?
Fun fact.
Okay, sick. I will never do that.
Yeah, I'm dead ass.
Yeah, well, dude, but there's so much been going on in like June, and then the last time we actually like uploaded was like May 31st.
Right.
So a bunch of stuff has happened since then. Like the UFOs. Remember we were talking about the UFOs?
Oh yeah.
So like a bunch of stuff
the
came
crazy
out.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, like a bunch of stuff came out about that, and apparently there's like UFOs that can like go underwater. Dude, they went from like going like extremely fast in the air to like going underwater.
What was this about? Like, what was did this come out on Twitter? Or
it was like Twitter on the news, like Google.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's going underwater, and then David Dobrik returned after a full year.
I did see that video.
So like that was super cool.
And what's her name? Dropped the OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, Corinna Kopf dropped the OnlyFans.
She said she made like what, $150,000 in a month.
Yeah, she's probably made
off
a mil.
Like one picture.
She made like 160 something K off one picture. Probably made a mil at this point.
I mean, good for her, honestly.
No, get your bag, but like, dude. And then Anonymous, Anonymous, the hacking group.
Yeah.
They went after Elon Musk, so that shit was crazy.
Was it successful? I didn't even hear about this.
It was like because Elon Musk did something with like not accepting Bitcoin. Anymore. I don't know what the reason is. I'm not really into Bitcoin a whole bunch.
Yeah.
But Anonymous was like pissed about it. Like they went on Twitter and dropped their notorious Anonymous video and was like in the voice and was like, Elon Musk, we're coming for you. And I was like, oh shit. Like,
did he respond?
No, I don't think so. He might have, but dude,
just a waste of his time.
Yeah, and then the Logan Paul Mayweather fight happened.
Dude, yeah.
That was
8 rounds. I was surprised.
I was pretty much a letdown, but I mean, I mean, it was fine, but
you could definitely tell that Floyd was kind of just like, yeah, it was fun.
Oh yeah.
I made my money. I'm chilling.
Yeah, he was chilling. Like
But Logan was in awe. Like after the match, he was like,
I mean, how can you not? Though?
Mad respect to Floyd. I was like, come on now, he could have knocked you out. I saw the video of him.
Nah, that shit was fake.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No
you think
shot.
He got knocked out in the middle of a fight? Hell nah.
Yes,
Hell
bro.
no. You're crazy. Nah, that's bullshit.
This man, Floyd Mayweather is a smart man. He knows what he's doing.
Bro, watch the full clip. He stayed up. He was not asleep.
He literally just put his entire weight on his body.
Yeah, that's the point. Like, I'm tired. Use your weight advantage. But
he was just wrap him up the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. But then the other boxing event, the TikTokers versus YouTubers. Bro, did you hear about all the drama that's coming out about it right now?
No.
Nobody got paid.
Oh, shoot.
Nobody got paid. None of the TikTokers, none of the YouTubers. And the shit that's going down right now on Twitter is that, like, people are finding out that Social Gloves, the company that put on the event, Austin McBroom is the CEO of it. Apparently. I don't really know what's all true and not on TikTok, but I know, and on Twitter, but I know that nobody got paid. Like, that is crazy.
Isan Gibb. He should have won the fight.
He did win the fight.
They gave him a draw.
They made it official on Twitter.
Yeah, but no,
they overturned it.
He definitely won for sure.
They overturned it already. They made it official.
I'm glad he needed that one.
But no, the TikTokers got.
How do you not get any money?
No, because apparently
it's like Fire Festival 2.0.
It literally is like that.
If you haven't seen that.
Oh, that's a must.
If you haven't seen Fire Festival.
If you haven't seen the Fire Festival documentary, like, it's a must. But no, so like nobody got paid from the event, and Austin McBroom's like trying to figure all this stuff out, and then
so they came to Austin questioning everything that he.
Well, pretty much everyone's figuring this stuff out because all the TikTokers.
But how do they figure out he was a CEO? Is my thing.
I mean, anything is like, if it's a public company, you can find who who owns it.
So they must be coming after him, like, yo, bro.
Yeah, everyone's coming after him, but like all the fans coming after him, but all the TikTokers and YouTubers now are finally coming out and being like, I didn't get paid, and so like I would be fucking
I'd be
pissed
livid
if I was the main event, if I was Bryce Hall. Like I don't love Bryce Hall as a person, but like
he did it for a reason.
Man got knocked out.
Yeah,
ruined his reputation and a lot of his brand, and didn't get the like 5 to 6 million he was promised.
I'd be tight.
I would be livid.
And both Austin and his brother were in the event, so you know they got their money. Oh yeah, and everyone 100%, else didn't. So 100%. It's like,
so like
get out of here.
All the people that won are kind of already winning off the fight anyway. Like their brands are already promoted, but like imagine if you sacrificed everything and lost the fight and you're not getting paid. Like that's crazy.
And Floyd got a bag. I heard about that.
Floyd
both of them got a bag, but Floyd
Logan didn't get a bag.
Oh, he didn't?
Logan made like $250K like initially off that, and Floyd made like mills.
Yeah, I remember I saw the numbers for Floyd. I was like,
yeah. But like Logan
and the UFC
took
fights?
A small cut. Yeah, that shit was nuts,
bro.
Dude,
Diaz almost pulled off the most epic upset.
It was crazy because we were supposed to go to that fight.
Yes, bro. Oh my god,
it was on my birthday.
You gotta tell him the story.
Oh yeah, okay. So like I
completely forgot about this.
So I'm like, on my birthday, I was just like...
You were talking to your dad.
Yeah, because I really had no plans. I never have any plans for my birthday. And I was like, I really want to go to this UFC fight.
Yeah, we both had... You had been talking about it for months.
I've been talking about it for months because my favorite fighter... I'm literally wearing a shirt right now, Israel Adesanya. He's my favorite fighter. And he was in the main event against a dude he already fought and beat. And
it got pushed back, right?
No, I don't think so.
No, the event originally, because didn't Nate Diaz got injured like a month earlier?
No, his fight got pushed back, but that card was always on my birthday. So it was on my birthday, but the problem was that it was in Arizona.
Right.
But it was like super late, because it was like June like 10th. I was like, dude, we should go to this.
It was literally the week of, like the middle of the week of.
And I was like, dude, I'm thinking about it. We should go to this. And my dad was like, dude, fuck it. You only turned 21. It's like, I'll pay for you to go.
Yeah, we were finding the flights.
And I was like, oh my God, like you're kidding. So. And so we were trying to find a flight because the event was like, there's a 4-hour time difference between Georgia and West Arizona. Coast, yeah. And I didn't want to spend my whole birthday on a flight. It was actually, the fight was on June 12th, but the main event carried into my birthday. So that's what was going to be so sick about it.
On the East Coast.
On the East Coast. Right. But I didn't want to spend my whole birthday on a flight. Yeah. So we wanted to get out of there at like midnight Arizona time.
Take a red eye and just get back.
And then take a red eye, get back at like 6 a.m. And then I had to work anyway at like 2 p.m. So I would have been fine for that. But we tried so hard. And we honestly found it, but it was like too late and too expensive. Yeah. And I didn't want to make my dad pay for like a really expensive flight tickets there and back. Like we would literally have gotten to Arizona at like 2 p.m. their time.
Yeah, we would have made
it. We would have made it.
We'd have made all the events, prelims, main event, got back.
Yeah, chilled, watched the fight. Probably would have been so sick.
My sister, I had my sister's boyfriend's dinner. I had to meet his family, which is cool.
We'd all been asking about it for a month. Yeah. Like, okay, he's met our family like 10 times.
And I've never met his. Right. So I was on her about it, but of course, the day that I have that, Michael's like, yo, you want to go to freaking Arizona?
There was no way we could really pull it off, but like it was fun to think about.
It was a good time.
Yeah, so I watched the fight and it was like amazing fight. I love Israel Adesanya, and I was like, I promised myself and my dad, I was like, I promise you the next fight he goes to, I don't care where it is, it can be in New Zealand, I'm going.
Yeah, we need to make it happen.
I'm going. Because I was like, let's save the money for this fight. Like, don't buy shit for my birthday. Yeah. I don't care. I'm going to the next
21st, too. It's your 21st.
Yes, my 21st. Well, next year. But I'm trying to go to his next fight.
Oh, okay.
Like, period.
Yeah.
Like, but he wants to have his fight.
Who did he shout out?
Robert Whittaker.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight.
The dude he fought in Australia, which was Robert Whittaker's hometown, and now he wants to do it in his hometown of New Zealand. But I don't think it's going to happen because of COVID restrictions. But, like,
let's make it happen.
I will go to New Zealand. Like, I will. And... No. But yeah, dude, I mean, it's crazy. It like, especially going to the beach, like, it's crazy how COVID has kind of like gone away.
Oh, it has.
And
it's
like,
officially ended.
Especially like it hasn't officially ended, but like we have gone, like, starting the podcast in January, we were always like, we're not talking about COVID. Like, I don't want to get political. We're not talking about it. But like, going to the beach and being at these baseball tournaments every week, it's like, nobody gives a fuck anymore.
Being outside,
almost everyone I know is vaccinated, so it's like,
right.
So it's like, damn, like, COVID got deleted. Like,
we might be over it.
I know.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah, it is a good feeling.
So you talked about COVID, obviously.
Yeah.
I just want to say what's going on with NC State right now.
That feel was literally my next topic.
So bad for them, bro.
Yeah.
And I saw on Twitter, I think I sent it to you. I'm not sure if I did or not, but basically it was this snap text that this guy, I guess it was from a player from the team. He had basically said, like, you know, they tested one of our vaccinated players after a game and he tested positive. Then they were like, oh, let's test all the vaccinated people as well. And 4 people test positive from the vaccinated group. So they had 5 people shut down and then they cut the season. And I was like, and they reported it at like 3 a.m. the night of when they lost the second game, because it was 1-1.
Yeah.
Game deciding game the next day to go to the championship.
Yeah.
Gets cut off, and I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for them because we got the same thing in the NCAA tournament for basketball. So I was like, bro, that sucks so bad.
Yeah, like it's like getting to the Final Four and then literally having your whole season canceled.
Yeah, out of your hands, out of your control. It's the worst feeling.
I mean, that's just ridiculous. And like,
but hey, for my sister, go Vandy, go to work.
I mean, I'm
anchor down.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not trying to get political or anything, but like, that's bullshit, bro.
Yeah, it's tough.
Like, vaccinated people testing positive, like,
and they hadn't been testing vaccinated players the entire tournament, supposedly, according to the tweet. I don't know if that's.
I mean, I don't have any solution to like, you know, what they can do better, but like, I just feel so bad for them, just because like you work your whole life and whole career to get to that point,
exactly,
just to be not even given the shot. Like, they had what, 15, 16 players they could have played with,
right? And
they just said nope.
Yeah, it's like it wasn't like they chose to pull themselves out. It wasn't even their decision.
They were missing 13 players.
Yeah,
on a roster of like 35.
40, yeah,
so it's like.
It's doable. It's definitely hard.
I mean, you're playing one game to go to the championship, and then you're in a 3-game series. Like, who cares if you lose in the championship?
Right.
Like, at least getting the opportunity to at least try.
Yeah, exactly. You played for each other, for the team. So it's like, it's such a tough situation. But had to talk about that for a second.
Nah, I mean,
I sent you another tweet, and it said, when you were waiting for the lifeguard to tell you it's clear to go down the slide, if you had a water slide at your neighborhood pool and you are sitting there waiting for the lifeguard to be like, all right, it's clear, bro, I would zoom down that slide.
Yeah. I mean, I can't relate because every neighborhood I've ever lived in never had a pool.
It just had like a normal... Oh, it didn't even have a pool.
No pool.
Oh, it's tough.
I know. It was unfortunate.
I had the luxury of having a nice, water slide. And back in the day... they let us clog up the slide so that it would
so
basically,
the water would just,
we basically block the water. And then once we would go, the water would just carry us down momentum. It was so fun.
Yeah, that is
little
fun.
Kid days.
Yeah, I mean that's fun.
Good days.
No, so I was on TikTok as always because
of course.
I feel like there's so many interesting topics on TikTok. Like I have to say it.
Yeah.
But like this was like honestly from like May, and it was this lady who was like renting out her house for an Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
And
speaking of
the person had rented it out for like 20 something days, and she had made the mistake because I can't remember what state she was in. I think it was Florida.
Mm-hmm.
There's like something called the squatter rights, and so
the squatter
rights, and so the dude stayed. I think it was like 29 days. He rented it out. If you stay for like over 29 or 30 days,
mm-hmm.
then like you can claim legal residency, and she couldn't get the people like out of her house, and so now the people like claimed that house as their own and they can't be kicked out. So like the lady lost her house to these people. It's crazy. And so like everyone on Airbnb is like there's nothing you can do to help because it's a law, and they're like if they squat like just use that place as their residency, then like you can't kick them out.
Bro, I wonder if that's happening because across the street there's an Airbnb for sure, because the last 3 weekends there's been parties right across my house,
mm-hmm.
and there's been like 50 cars all across the neighborhood, like my street.
Yeah.
And the audacity these people had, they parked in front of my driveway so that it was literally blocked in. What? I couldn't get out and I couldn't get in. So there was a car literally like as you have your driveway, the little 2-car path to get in. That's not
cool.
They blocked it with 3 cars.
So what'd you do?
I was like, Mom, tow them. Like, call the towing company and tow their ass. Like,
do it.
Get them away from our like yard. I was like, bro, you can't just pull up and stop and park right in front of my driveway and think it's okay. I was like,
no, that's messed up.
Yeah, I was like,
I would either hit them or I would get them towed, call the cops, like.
And actually, supposedly there was something like a lady was drugged and she got on like Good Morning America, according to my mom. I have no idea what this story is, but I remember her telling me now that I'm remembering what's going on. I think she was naked, running around.
Hey, yo.
No, I'm serious, dead ass. She was running around naked, and people were trying to get her to put her clothes on, and she was basically like intoxicated or high or both or whatever, and they called the cops and she wouldn't get in the police car or something crazy, and people were filming it, and it's literally across my street.
That reminds me of that one Twitter clip of the 2 people on the highway exit. They were in the middle of the highway. The middle of the highway. All these cars were stopped.
It was my exit.
Your exit, literally. And they were just making out. All these cars are honking.
Yep.
And then you look at the front of the whole highway in like stoppage.
Yeah.
There's 2 people just making out in
the
middle.
And it wasn't like it was in the, emergency lane
no, it was
to
in
the far
dead
right.
middle of the highway.
Or the other emergency in the far left. Middle of the highway.
Yeah, I saw it on like the Daquan Instagram account, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
That is literally the exit we take every single day.
Yeah, and the TikToks you see of like those guys that are either truck drivers or, dropping off packages in Atlanta, they'll be like the stuff you see in Atlanta. Oh, yeah. That's funny.
Literally it.
And it is so true. It's so true.
Oh, yeah, it's so true.
Every time I go down to Georgia Tech for practice or something and I'm driving and I see something, there's always kids selling water bottles. And they come screaming up to your door like, yo, you want some water? And I'll show them the water. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
Stuff you see in Atlanta.
Bro, so have you heard of these like stories of people investing in crypto? Like at the very beginning of it, and then like forgetting their password. So like this dude, I remember this. There was this one story of this dude like having like over like $2 million in crypto, and he forgot his password and had 3 tries to get it back.
Oh my gosh!
Before he lost it forever, and he lost it forever.
I feel like you mentioned this to me a little bit.
So my dad invested in crypto.
Oh wow!
5 years ago.
Oh,
and he told me, and I was like, well, what's it called? Because like we're just now getting into like investing in like stocks, and then like
we're at that
barely
stage.
Messing around with crypto. And so my dad was like, yeah, I invested in crypto like 5 years ago. And I was like, well,
which one?
Like, what is it called? And he goes, oh, yeah, it's called Ethereum. And I was like, what? I was like, are you serious? It's like the second highest like
currency,
crypto, like under
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. Like one Bitcoin's like 35K. I think an Ethereum's like 7K, something like that.
I don't even want to act like I know anything about that stuff.
No, I don't know anything about it either. But if I've heard of Ethereum, I know it's popping.
Exactly.
And so he was like, oh yeah, it's called Ethereum. And I was like, what?
Sell it.
And I was like, dude, you invested in it 5 years ago? I was like, please tell me you bought like a shit ton. Like, please. I was like, this could be my big break.
Did we say how many shares?
We could be rich.
Well, I don't even want to say it out loud.
No,
I don't want.
He goes, I want to check in another 5 years. And I was like,
low key.
I was like, I'm down. So we didn't check it. I don't know. I don't know how many shares he has. In 5 years, I'm gonna be so depressed. He's got one share. I mean, it'll probably be worth like $20K by that point.
That's
like,
so tough, though.
But dude, he was like, yeah, I don't want to check what it's at right now. He was like, I'll be tempted to sell it. And I was like, I'm cool with waiting. And so we're literally waiting.
Speaking of investments.
Okay.
My brother and I actually considered putting $20 on the Hawks at the beginning of the year. They had 6,000 plus odds to make it to the finals. $20, I think, was a payout of like, $600 or something.
Yeah.
And we didn't do it. And here they are.
That's tough. I remember us talking about it. Yeah. No, I saw literally on Twitter tonight before we were recording. It was game 4 of the Phoenix and Clippers series.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at it at dinner. A dude put $6,000 on DeAndre Ayton scoring the first basket of the game.
And he did.
Made $40,000.
Bro.
Like, those kind of bets are fucking crazy.
Yeah, really are.
Like, I want to get into that.
I know.
Like, get me on that.
I know. I'm with it too, but it's illegal in Georgia, bro.
Yeah.
Legal in Georgia.
I mean, you can always get a bookie, but like, oh my God.
Rip.
That is crazy. I love playing footsie with you on the table.
We just had a footsies moment, guys.
Yep.
Right before we recorded. But anyways. So your favorite app, of course. Not
Snapchat?
TikTok.
Snapchat?
Yes.
The real one.
Snapchat.
Let's go.
For those of you who might be, under the radar with Snapchat.
Okay, wait, pause.
Okay.
Okay, so first I'd like to shout out all my players who actually listen to the podcast. They won't stop talking about it at practice. But they go, Coach, you didn't even know that Snapchat had dark mode. All because of you. And I hate you for that.
I'm glad.
I'm the biggest Snapchat advocate in Snapchat Pro.
Yeah.
And they're all making fun of me because my Snapchat score was over 1 million. And I'm like, bro, I've had this app since before you were born. Like, don't talk to me. But okay, continue.
Yeah. Okay, so these are probably the most basic things. I mean, according to me, because I've used Snapchat since like 3rd grade. But I hope people understand you can still pull off the half swipe on Snaptext.
Okay, if you do that, you're a sweat. Like, oh my God, I hate that so much.
Yeah, Michael was a big pet peeve about just opening and responding.
Open the damn Snapchat.
But I still sometimes do the swipe texting. Like
okay, I gotta expose you real quick.
Oh God.
Okay, you're the type of person. You've turned into the type of person that takes opening Snapchats and opening texts as a personality trait.
What do you mean?
Like, you're like, oh, I just don't use Snapchat anymore. Like, I don't use Snapchat. I'm too cool for Snapchat. And you open people. You don't Snapchat me back.
I don't Snapchat.
That's ridiculous. Opening people on Snapchat and opening people on text is not a personality trait. Caroline, if you're listening to this goes for you as well. I've had enough.
Calling out shots.
You and Caroline.
You and Jordan must have the same energy because Jordan posted on his private about it and said,
Did
he said something like, gosh, what did he say? Just if somebody left him on open, he would send him something like.
Okay, that's bullshit too, because he opens me. I swiped up on that story. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because it was like, pick a number between 1 through 10, and if they say 6, then he's like, all right, bet I'm gonna leave you open on 6 hours.
And he was like, I never leave people on open unless they do this to me, and I was like, bitch, you opened me yesterday. Don't give me that.
Cap.
Okay, but you do be using opening people as a personality trait.
I just don't use Snapchat. But yeah.
I hate that. Like,
it's okay. You can hate it. Be a hater.
Okay, but you open me like it's like a...
I open everyone.
Like it's a personality. See, that is what I'm talking about. I open everybody.
I do.
I'm not everybody.
Okay, that's fair.
Nice little studio malfunction.
The stand.
I hot glued that thing. This is ridiculous. For all the YouTube listeners, our homemade DIY neon sign is falling apart after I
It was mad about my Snapchat personality traits too.
Yeah. It said, stop opening me.
But the other one I was gonna get to is, if somebody sends you, red Snapchat, that means that it's a picture or it's a video with no sound.
Yeah.
But if it's purple, then it's a video with sound.
Yeah.
And I love when people...
Do people not know that?
No, some people open the snap, and if it doesn't have sound, they like click the little volume button.
Oh,
and
it's not there?
Where's the sound? Is not working. Yeah. I'm like, boy, where you been? But yeah, those are my 2 little tricks to Snapchat. If you don't know those 2 things...
Okay, can I give you my trick?
Okay.
That I didn't really want to expose. We talked about it, and you were like, don't expose it. So if you've...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is the story trick.
Yep.
So if you're on Snapchat and you feel like someone is ignoring you, so I can do this with Coleman, since I know that he's on Snapchat, but he's not answering my snaps, I make a duplicate private story. So if I have a private story and I name it Michael's Private Story, I make a second one called Michael's Private Story, but the only person on it is Coleman.
Is the person that's ignoring you.
Is the person that's ignoring you. So you can do it with a girl, you can do it with a guy. Yeah. And so just hypothetically, I did it with Coleman. And you can see if someone, so if you're the person that's leaving someone on open and someone's trying to get your attention, you can see if someone made a duplicate private story.
Right.
So like if you go to that person's account and click leave private story, it'll show up, both duplicates will show up, and you can see if someone has made a private story just for you.
And you can see if they view that story and they're dumb enough to just see the story and be the only person viewing it, and you'd be like, oh yeah, you are.
Yeah. So like the whole point is like Coleman opens the story, but I'm on open or delivered, and it's like, homie, I know you're on Snapchat, just respond.
You have a bad habit, you know?
Yeah. Have you ever had that happen to you?
What? Oh, the two.
Like, have you ever had someone make a duplicate private story?
I haven't caught anyone. I bet there's been.
Have you ever thought that someone made a duplicate private story for you only?
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Have you ever done it for someone else?
I have not.
I have. And then you were there. You were there for it.
I was, and it worked.
It worked. Made me feel bad, but yeah, it worked.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do to know.
Yes, you do got to do what you got to do.
So I heard you had a game.
I do have a game, and we kind of played it already, except we did it like once for one person.
Okay.
But so this is like...
What was one person?
Or I mean, one word. One word.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, this is when you go into your text. We did it for Valentine's Day. But so this is when like you go into your text and you give another person a word to spotlight search. And so say...
So I text the person.
Yeah, so like, well, or the person texted you. So if I give you the word love, then you have to search the word love in your, like at the top of your text.
Right.
And whatever the first thing that pops up is, you have to read it out loud.
It's going to be my family.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm not using love.
Oh, okay.
What's the word? Do you want to play?
Yeah, let's play.
Okay, do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
You can go first. Give me the word.
My word for you is murder.
Oh, gosh. Who are we talking with murder for?
I don't know.
Let me type it. I'm going to type it in my top. Murder. It's in a group chat.
Okay.
And it says, I would love to see you guys. I'm currently getting murdered by my parents for multiple ...
Uh-oh.
Should I open it? Does it go to that text?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it does. I'm getting murdered by my parents for multiple things as a result of my lack of initiation. But I would love to have a late night Cold Stone run.
Hey, the Cold Stone runs with the boys.
So you know that this is probably what?
I know who it is.
Oh, okay, good. Well for the people though,
yeah, but no one else knows who it is. Like I'm not saying like you don't have you can say the name if you want to, but like, no one else knows.
Female.
Yeah, it's a female, and it's the same person I just called out for taking a lack of initiative.
Yes.
And opening it as a personality trait.
All right, let me think of a word for you there.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm going to go with...
How many words you want to do? I was thinking like 3.
Okay. Let's go with hang.
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 Okay. Almost every single one is with you. So do you want me to do you or should I go to the next one after that?
Your choice. You want to play it safe or play it, a little risque?
I'll go to the next one after you.
Okay.
It's not a very good one, so I can do another one after that. It says, hang in there, find a way to win. We hate this team. That's
solid.
It. So I can go to the next one.
Okay. Definitely some motivational baseball talk.
Okay. Where did I say? Okay. When we hang out, wear it like that, please.
Oh.
It's not what you think at all, though. It's really not.
It's okay. They need to know.
Yep. Just a little risque. Okay. Mine.
Yeah, what's your next word for me?
My next word is going to be...
I wish they had this for Snapchat, too.
I know. That would be so fun.
Did you see that's another Snapchat trick.
What?
You can save the picture in the chat now of what they send you. So if I send you a selfie, like normal Snapchat.
Oh, you can save it in the chat now?
You can now save it in the chat. And you can also take the same picture. So if you take a selfie and then you don't like it, it puts it in the drafts in the same picture. So you can click it back and just use it if you want.
Interesting. My next word is going to be risky.
Nada.
None. No risky?
RISKY.
Yep.
Nada. Not a single one.
Do loser.
Loser.
Yep. I'm interested.
All right, I'll do the first two.
Okay.
If I'm not awake when y'all are done because I'm a loser, just call me so I wake up. And then the second one is come hang with us, loser.
Huh. Interesting. I don't know how this game's going. Is it interesting?
It is interesting, but
okay.
I feel like the audience is going to be left with a little bit of suspense. So they're like,
well, I'm also less suspense. I don't know who the hell you're talking to.
That's true. All right, my second word for you is...
Oh, I got a good one for you next.
Let's do a phrase, and it's see you.
Oh, God. That's a good one. Okay. Well, I'll do two like you did.
Okay.
I'll say, so my dad literally texted me an hour ago and said, "You're welcome. Good to see you, even briefly. Did you find your shoes? Love you." And then the next one is, and yes, I need to see you ASAP. How are you? Mine for you is going to be daddy.
Oh, God. This will be good.
This is the one I've been waiting for.
The first one is Warzone Daddy.
Okay, the boys.
The second one is I also just kind of caught up to everything going on with BFFs and call her daddy.
God, I thought we said never say that name on this podcast.
Hey, this is in the game. And the last one is
my fault.
Just remember early dinner at Crab Daddy's. Shout out to a great restaurant in St. Simon's.
Nice. But dude, did you hear about Call Her Daddy?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to either, but she just like...
she just signed an exclusive $30 million deal with Spotify.
Yeah, no one cares.
Yes, I am proud of her, honestly. She's making her money.
Yeah, very cool. I just... No.
Okay.
Okay, wait. I have a little rant because this shit just pissed me off.
Sorry.
So, I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't calling anybody out, but like... There are so many girls I know who listen to Call Her Daddy who, like, have barely even kissed a dude. Facts. Call Her Daddy is like a sex podcast.
Yes.
And
what is it? Sex positive? Is that what's her name?
Yeah, Katie sex positive is what Katie says. But, like, bro, there are girls who, like, don't do anything who love Call Her Daddy. And I'm like, what are you listening for?
You don't do anything.
You do nothing.
You're a prude.
And, like, no shot against you, but, like, why are you such a big fan?
Right.
I don't get it.
Test your waters.
Or don't.
Yeah, or don't listen.
I don't really care, but, like,
no,
I just find that kind of weird. But
facts.
What were you going to say?
So, a couple of things. Only my family would go to a restaurant in downtown Atlanta and sit in a booth and then have all 3 tables that are surrounding our corner table know each of our family members.
Oh, that's odd.
So, and they're all for different reasons, and they all know different people in the family. Huh. So one table was for my sister.
Yeah.
Another table was for my dad, and another table was for me.
And this was in Atlanta?
This was in Atlanta. And what was interesting is the table to my left, who knew me, was my go-to OG Waffle House server. She was the GOAT.
Have I met her?
You have. We would always go to her in high school.
She's the one who's got the daughter who like runs track, right?
Yep. Yeah, she's right Ivy League, and she goes Harvard,
right?
Yes.
That's the GOAT right there.
Big time GOAT. And I was like, bro,
that's sick.
My mom was like looking at us and looking at me, and she was like, do you realize that 3 different families talk to 3 different people in our family, and they all know us for different reasons? But
that's cool.
Mine was definitely the best reason. She's the GOAT.
That is a cool reason.
Yeah, thought that was interesting.
We got family ties all around.
Yeah. Do you even remember the Roshis?
Yes.
Did you like the Roshis?
Me and my boys were buying and selling trading Roshis. Like you know how people are like way into like the sneakerhead type stuff. Like that was me in like 5th grade with my Roshis.
With your Roshis.
Like I was fat as hell, but the one thing I could do was dish out some Roshis and make some damn money. Like I was trading some like Air Force Ones that like I had to wear for school, like the all white Air Force Ones before they were like meta, before they were before they were like the wave to wear all white Air Force Ones. I had a pair, and that's how I started my Roshi trading. Bro, was because I sold that pair of white Air Force Ones for a pair of red Roshis, and then it all started from there.
I had 1 pair of Roshis all my life.
What color?
Somebody bought them for my birthday, and they were gold and white. The gold,
everyone
the gold
had those.
Swoosh.
Everyone had the gold and white
main.
Ones. Yeah, I had the red ones with like the white sole, and it was like had like paint splatters on it. The Roshis were so fire.
I would love to bring those back.
Did you ever wear like the Reebok Zigs?
I did,
dude.
I had 1 pair of basketball shoes.
Shoes were so much better back then.
Low key.
No, so like Reebok Zigs were like the big thing when I was like playing baseball growing up.
Those things were bulky.
And so in one of my last baseball tournaments I ever played in, I bought a pair of Reebok Zig cleats and wore them for the biggest tournament of the year, and was like, gotta pay homage to the roots.
Like, you got to. No, they were fire.
So fire.
Those shoes. Just bringing back old shoes like that was so cool.
Hell yeah. Like that goes to my next topic. Like, dude, I miss being a kid so much, bro. Like,
bro, that goes into my next topic
like being off in your own world, playing in the woods, stick fighting, like things as simple as like kites and like toy
Hot
soldiers,
wheels, yes,
and
cars,
dude.
You can entertain yourself with almost anything.
And like I was never into like the Beyblades, but like people would bring that shit to school, and we'd have like wars,
big time fights, big time showdowns.
But like being a kid was so nice. Like now that I'm like in college, I'm like, bro, why can't? And especially coaching middle schoolers, it's like, bro, these kids are in their own universe.
Yes, bro,
and they're like having the best time.
I literally talks about how I was at work. I was working for one of my old coaches. He had a camp, and these kids, bro, entertaining the kids nowadays, I feel like it's so much more difficult than when we were kids, bro. You got to have the most entertaining drills, entertaining things to give them as prizes. I'm like, bro, I was satisfied with a basketball.
Dude, I was having fun just like shooting with my boys, like one-on-one.
Yes.
Like now it's like you got to play a game that like they've never seen before, involve some like TikTok dances in it, Fortnite dances.
Exactly,
like,
bro.
It's so different.
But at the same time, when I was like out there and just seeing those kids, I was like reminiscing about the days when I was in camps and playing around and just hanging with the bros. Yeah. And I was like, bro, same as what you're saying. I reminisce those days so much. Yeah. And especially with like you're experiencing it as soon as you coach. So
it's all the time.
You're living it right there. So
like all my players are like adding me on Snapchat and I'm like looking at their stories, and it's like
They're goofing around.
Bro, it's like the old Ask FM stuff. And like the quiz, it's like the
quiz
friendship quiz, like the friendship quizzes. Like
yeah.
You would always put like a fake name in case you did really bad. And then when like you knew all the answers, then you'd use your real name.
Yes, bro.
Dude, I would do that shit all the time. And I'm like testing my best friends to be like, yo, because then the dumb people who would like put their real name and then fuck up, it's like,
right.
It's like, damn,
You're
now
yourself.
I feel different about you
right.
just off that quiz.
Right, that's but so like, true.
Dude, we should actually do a segment of this because I have my old Ask FM and my old Instagram bio. I'm so down to go through it.
Bro, my old Instagram is a peep if you guys want to see it. Do you still have your Instagram
Hell
page?
Yeah.
What was your at?
It's pretty much the same thing. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's Michael Fuller with
I'm pulling it up right now.
3 L's. I don't know. It might be. Let me find it.
I don't think I've ever told you about mine, and I'm going to tell you
right now.
No
shot.
So mine was...
Are we doing this right now?
Yeah, we're doing this right now. Mine was Callie Boyd.
Callie?
Why
Callie?
CALI _ Boyd. Look it up right now.
Okay, I'll look up yours. You look up mine.
Look how golden my Instagram was.
Bro, look up mine.
What was yours?
My last picture was in 2014, and it was with the fat head of CP3 on the wall.
Tell me what the IG handle is.
Mine is Michael Fuller, just straight up Michael Fuller with 3 L's in Fuller.
Okay. And
my Ask FM is in my bio.
So the bio is OG with a hammer.
Yep.
I am second with
man.
AskFM / Michael Fuller 14. Bro, these pictures.
Bro, I go into my comments.
He posted a picture with Roshi's.
Yes. Yes, bro.
Yo, he literally says Roshi's, Jordans, and an iPhone 6 Plus 100 emoji. And
you know me. I was fire back in the day.
Yo, that's so funny.
Dude, I created a trend for myself. It's called #Michael Monday. And everyone would like comment on Michael Monday and be like, Happy Michael Monday. It was crazy.
Okay.
I was starting waves back then.
Bro, did you see mine?
Bro, no, I haven't looked up yours yet. But like going back and looking at all the like the TBHs under my pictures, it's like TBH, like I wish we talked more, stuff like that. Like, oh my god, this is so cringe.
Or you did it, to be honest. You're talking about to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you said Throwback Thursdays.
No,
TBTs.
The TBHs.
TBTs were fire too. Look at this man playing the 2-3 zone, middle man,
you know me.
You posted that picture for a happy birthday shot. Shout out.
Who? What
happy
picture?
Happy birthday, Drew.
I don't even know what picture you're talking about.
It's from way down.
I'm about to get off this shit.
Go on mine.
Okay, what's yours called?
Callie _ Boyd.
Oh yeah, Callie
_
Oh god, the double underscore. At
read
the end of
the bio. Just read the lead bio.
I can't type. Callie _ Boyd. #. Oh yes. Okay, so the title, the name, CB3 the best, not beast. Same as his Snapchat, of course.
No, that's not my Snapchat. It's close.
Oh, it's not? Okay. The name is Coleman. Football and basketball is my sports.
That's so bad.
When the fuck did you play football?
In middle school.
You played football? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Single, winky face, and then the confident emoji, and then kick me.
Remember kick, bro?
Kick. Yeah, I had no shot. You said kick me at beast mode CB3, Snapchat me at CB3 the beast, keeping it ghetto. Excuse me? What are you keeping ghetto?
It was a thing that my middle school bros, we would all say it, and I don't know why.
Oh my god.
Yep. And then the pick lab, you know.
What in the fuck?
You know how you would always have those Instagram
You're
apps
wall twerking?
Oh yeah.
Yo.
I was wall twerking in one of these pictures.
That's bad.
That wasn't me. That was my friend. That was my friend Josh.
You're posting Brooklyn Decker for Woman Crush Wednesday.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow. That's bad.
Bro.
Okay, I'm getting off this.
Those were the good old days.
Yes. I miss being a kid so much and being off in your own world. But like, okay, so when was the last time you went over to someone's house without calling or texting and like knocked on the door? And like as kids, like I would always
always do this.
I would always like look in the windows to see if the lights were on or like see if there was cars in the driveway.
I haven't done that in a hot minute.
I haven't done that since I was like 10 years old.
Well, if I could walk there, that's what I would do it. Because I had like 5 friends.
I just remember looking out the window in the morning, being like, if I saw the garage door open, I knew my boy was awake.
Yeah.
But if the lights were off and the garage door was closed, it was like, don't fuck with him.
My parents would do this thing because, like, no hate to my neighbor, but, you know, just weird times. But when we were little kids, he would always come to my house, and they would actually time him and see how long it took when we would come home. As soon
see
as
how
we got
long
out
it
of the
would take.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Because he would get here real quick, bro.
I feel like that's honestly, like, you could probably do that, like, today.
Low key.
I'm not going to expose anybody, but, like, you definitely could.
Nah, facts, bro. Facts.
So, my last topic is going to be a question, but I forgot to mention one more thing at the beginning of the show.
Okay.
So, you know the old baseball player Ben Zobrist?
I do.
Have you heard about him recently?
Nope.
Okay, good. So he retired, I think 2 years ago, 2019. And
who's he playing for?
He was playing for the Cubs.
Okay.
He won the World Series with the Cubs.
Yep.
Was like a legend.
Yeah, I'm backtracking
and
now.
Played for the Rays. Went to the World Series with the Rays too.
Second baseman.
He played everywhere. He was like a utility man, but yes, second baseman.
Okay.
So he and his wife were in the news recently.
What for?
So he was advised by his church pastor to take a year away from baseball and to realign and find himself.
Okay.
Comes out, the pastor that advised him had an affair with his wife. And
oh, shoot.
And so now he's suing the pastor for taking a year away from his career and losing his salary for the year. And everyone was like, yo, fuck Ben Zobrist's wife. Like, put some respect on Ben Zobrist's name. Fuck that pastor. Like,
get him a contract,
dude,
bro.
That is messed up.
Holy crap.
Is that not crazy?
That's insane.
Literally a World Series champion. One of the greatest like veterans and utility men in the entire game could probably still play right now at like mid-30s, and a great person.
Yeah.
Great dude. Literally is advised by his pastor, a man of God. Like, that just makes Christians look like horrible people.
Yeah.
Pastors look horrible people. Like look like horrible people, not all of them. But
that's
and then the wife
bad,
has an affair with the pastor. Like, what? And
would you
it
be more
comes
pissed
out
at the wife or than him? I mean, you gotta be pissed at both for sure.
Both.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro.
Yeah, that's so bad, bro.
You're leaving a World Series champion and a dude who's created a family with you for a pastor? What? You crazy? But I was like, dude, that is so messed up.
Speaking of, I guess that's an ex-wife now, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
One of my friends actually saw my ex downtown. And I saw a couple of videos, and I was like, yo, what is this? And they took a shot together, and I was like, oh.
Hell nah. Hell nah.
I was like, hey, yeah.
We don't fuck with you.
It was funny, though. It was funny. No, it was funny.
Yeah, funny for who? I ain't finding it funny. No, but like, that was another topic that like I didn't really know if I was going to talk about. But like, what do you do when you see someone in public that you just don't want to see? Because like we've had this happen. Like,
shoot,
pretty recently.
You know me. Come on now.
But like, are you gonna avoid them? What are you gonna do?
I mean, I'll keep my distance. I'll probably just say what's up,
because like I'm the type of person to like, if we're gonna start shit, like I'm gonna start shit.
Yeah, Michael's not holding back.
Like
if he has something to say, he'll say it.
I'm straight up.
Yeah,
and
for
it's
sure.
like, if I got something to say and we got a problem, then I'm just gonna tell you. So it's like, if you see someone in public,
if you want that conversation,
it's like it all depends on like how I always take it on like how the other person feels, because I feel like I'm a nice guy, so like I'm not gonna go out of my way and be like, yo, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like if someone's gonna come up to me and like start something, then I'm gonna finish it.
Right. If you have the ammo, just keep it loaded until they bring it.
It's always loaded.
So I don't know if you are a big biker guy, because you like doing your little bike trips.
Biking.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know if you saw this or not, but did you see the video of the guy with the sign in the Tour de France? He nailed a biker in the Tour de France, and about 200 bikers
all crashed into the same car. Yes, I saw that.
Bro, the pile of bikes that I saw.
Yeah.
And the amount of people that got hit by that off of one sign, and the bikes that got the head start basically. I was like, who was the guy? I wanted to find the guy and be like, yo, what are you doing? And he had a huge ass sign just in the middle of the road. I was like, help him, bro! Like, get out the way.
Okay, speaking of Tour de France, quickly.
Okay.
Do you know anything about like that scene, like the biking sport?
I mean, I know
racing,
about
like Tour de France.
The Armstrong guy, Louis Armstrong.
I don't Armstrong.
I know Armstrong, and I know he did the drugs.
We're gonna get so flamed for this one. No, okay. So he like came out and pretty much exposed everyone, and was like,
saw some Netflix documentary about this.
Icarus.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, that was a documentary that I wanted to show you because like Joe Rogan talked about it on his podcast and was like,
I had to watch it for a class,
and was like, bro, everyone in the whole sport is juicing.
Yes.
Every single person is cheating, and every single person knows a way around it.
Emphatic ways too.
Yes, like they're taking like
literally
like rabies and shit. Like it's like they're going crazy.
Stuff,
and then
bro.
like this dude from Russia is finding out how to get around all the tests.
Insane to not show up on the testing and stuff.
And Putin, like,
oh my god,
he went back to Russia, and Putin had like his whole like pretty much army of bodyguards like going after him.
This, bro.
He used an alias to get a fake ticket on a plane. Got out of the country, and now he's like wanted in Russia, and like nobody can find him, and he like for the rest of his life has to live like undercover in America.
So that one's called what?
Icarus.
So Icarus is a recommendation.
I think it's Icarus.
What was the first one we said at the beginning of the episode though?
I don't know. We didn't have a
we did. We had another one. We had
Fire Festival.
Fire Festival.
Yeah. Wait. Let me see if Icarus is the right one, because I personally have never seen the documentary, but
I had to watch it for my class.
But I heard about it on the Joe Rogan podcast, and yeah, it's Icarus, and Gregory Rodchenkov is the Russian who's like never allowed back.
So watch Fire Festival
and Icarus. I'll be watching it with you.
Yeah. But
I'm pretty sure this is going to be wrapping it up, but I wanted to end the podcast on one question. Last episode, definitely wasn't last week.
Yeah.
But last episode, I ended on a question, which was like, would you take the trip to
the conspiracy trip?
To the next universe?
Alien.
So my question to end the show this week is, if you were left with one genre of movie to watch for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Documentaries considered genre of movies. Okay. I would have to go with based on true stories. Just anywhere in that realm. I love those movies. Okay. What would you go with?
Are you a big horror movie guy?
I love horror movies.
Okay. Well,
and I feel like based on true stories can involve
it can be like a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because my friend Luke, shout out Luke for even getting me the question, but he was like, comedy, like he loves comedy movies, and like I love comedy movies as well. Mine would have to be like the overall genre of like adventure, like something dope is happening in the movie, like gotta have a good storyline, because like while I like comedy movies and I like laughing, like I love good storyline, and I like a good adventure, like a good like, you know, Wild Goose Chase or something like that. I love heist movies. I love like I feel like superhero movies could be like included in that. And then I love sci-fi movies as well, but like only if they're done right. So like there's a bunch of different genres that like I really would do for the rest of my life, but I feel like if I had to choose one, it'd be like adventure.
I like that.
So I believe that wraps it up.
Make sure you follow the socials, of course.
At Good Guys Talk.
Hopefully we can upload.
Yeah, hopefully we can pick up the pace a little bit and stop being so lazy and busy. But, I mean, I want to say we're back, but
we'll see.
We'll see.
If you stay this long.
I know you liked it.
Bye, peace.